Good morning. Happy day 5 for the Love Your Voice Challenge. I'm super duper excited to be talking today about building a successful routine. So before we get into that, my name is Andrea Oram. For those of you who maybe don't know me as well, I am a musician, a singer, a vocalist, a ukulele player, piano player, all sorts of things. I teach choirs. Fun fact, I have a dog and we puppy raise service dogs in training, all sorts of fun things. But anyway, today is our day 5. We're wrapping up our Love Your Voice Challenge. But I just want to remind you, if you are not subscribed on YouTube, you can go subscribe if you like what you hear and are not watching on YouTube already. And we'll be doing a giveaway once we hit 100 subscribers. So that's pretty fun. And you get notifications when I go live if you hit the bell to get notified. So then we can have some real life interaction, and that's pretty fun too. So today's Love Your Voice Challenge, day 5. If you are just jumping in and you haven't seen days 1 through 4, no big deal. You're not behind. You are in divine timing, as I like to say. And you can check out the group with the link in the description of this video, and you can do days 1 through 4. So those are housed in the guide section of that group. So you are not late. You can do this challenge whenever you like and whenever you have time for 5 days. So go check that out if you have missed days 1 through 5 and you would like to catch up and really discover and participate in the action steps that are going to make massive change for you. So with that, today we're talking about building a successful routine. And the reason why today's topic is about building a routine is because today is kind of the now what day. Today's kind of the, okay, so I've learned some of these things. I have learned about this process of what it looks like to be able to grow in vocal health, grow in vocal confidence, and using my voice and liking how my voice sounds, at least in a small way, and learning about that process. But the now what is kind of the biggest piece. So the now what is all about, what do I do now that I've learned these things? And that really involves building a successful routine. Now, some of us are goal. Basically, that just means that you are going to, oh, it looks like we lost Facebook. Oh, well, I'll post it on there later from YouTube. That's why this is awesome. But anyway, building a successful routine is really important when you're trying to develop actual skills. So a skill-based, something that you're learning that is skill-based means you have to practice it over and over. So here are 2 really important things about building a successful routine that you need to know. So number 1 is consistency. You need to be doing it regularly in order to know that the routine is helping you. If you here's an example, a different example that would help. If you are wanting to be a good basketball player and you randomly just shoot 1 3-pointer, 1 shot, and it makes it, would you consider yourself a successful basketball player? Some people would say, yeah, I made the shot. But other people would say, well, no, I only made it once. It was kind of just a fluke thing, almost. I didn't really build up the skills that I need to regularly make that shot. So no, I'm not a good basketball player yet. That was just kind of a happy accident or a happy surprise. And the same thing happens with vocal health and vocal flexibility, being able to use your voice in different ways. Because there might be times when you do sing it well, sing it in tune, or sing it with good breath support, things like that, but you haven't regularly practiced those things, then it's possible that it was just kind of a happy accident and it did happen, but that doesn't mean you're necessarily flexible and good at those skills yet, right? So building a successful routine means you're using the routine regularly. You're using the specific tools that we talked about yesterday, and I gave only 2 examples. There are hundreds of different tools that you can learn to build those skills and put in your successful routine. For the sake of time yesterday, I was only able to share 2. But with coaching, I'm able to share lots more on an individual basis for people that actually help those specific people on, an individualized one-on-one setting. And I'm making a course that's going to have a library of all these types of tools. So if that interests you, stay tuned for that. That's coming really soon. And actually, stay tuned for an announcement at the end of this video because I'm going to need a little bit of help with it. So also, so building that successful routine means you're using those tools regularly to help your body develop a habit. Because a habit's not developed by doing something once. It's developed over regular time doing something. So if you want to improve how you use breath with your voice, you need to practice those skills, as an example. Another thing that is really needed for building a successful routine is making sure that you're using the tools correctly. And that really requires a little bit of feedback, right? Because I could maybe try throwing that basketball and it happened to go into the hoop. Just so happened, it was that happy accident. But if I just kind of lobbed it, really roughly or something like that, but I didn't really have good form or technique, is there a good chance that I'm going to be able to do it later? No. Is there a good chance that I could hurt myself in the process because I didn't use my body in the way that it was designed to be used? I could pull a muscle in my shoulder or something. Yes, that's also true. And the same is true with vocal health and vocal flexibility and vocal skills. If we aren't careful, if we practice a skill or a tool in a way that's not healthy for our body, we can risk that. And so making sure that you get regular feedback is really key. And that's going to be part of what comes with the vocal course. I'm going to be doing, obviously, one-on-one coaching can go with that, but I'm going to be doing regular group check-ins or group coaching that goes with the course so that those who want to invest in that course can have that opportunity. So stay tuned for that. So building a successful routine, making sure you're practicing and you're doing it consistently and making sure you're doing it correctly so that your body is healthy and your voice can stay strong for the long time. Because we can replace a guitar, we can replace an instrument, but we can never really replace our voice, truly. So keep it healthy. We need to use it for our whole lifetime. So here's some next steps. So your action item for today is to figure out how you're going to make a habit or routine or find a time in your schedule, weekly schedule, that you can regularly practice these things. Write it in your calendar or in your notification in your phone or something that helps you remember to start making this into a regular habit, okay? And then as far as doing it in a healthy way, maybe set up regular or semi-regular lessons. I have people who take once a month. I have people who are going to do the group coaching who have already expressed interest for the vocal course portion of it. And so there's a lot of different options for you out there if you are interested in ways to make sure you're getting feedback periodically so that you don't develop poor habits or things that are not going to be healthy and helpful for your voice in the future. So that's your action step for today. And as far as next steps, I'm going to put a link in the group. So if you're in the group, you can have access to all of the information about these next steps. So keep that in mind. But the vocal coaching one-on-one, that's possible. So I do offer that. You can check that out at the link in the that I'll provide. The vocal coaching course I'm outlining in the process right now as we speak. This weekend is that's one of my big projects, is to fully outline it. So, and figure out exactly what the different pieces are. One of them is going to be that big library, but I need some basically beta tester helpers to help create little pieces of the course, little snapshots of it. And so if that's something you're interested in, message me or send me a carrier pigeon, some sort of contact me so that I can, if you're interested in that, and I can give you more details about that as I put that together this weekend as well. And if you are loving this and you need more helpful information as far as free next steps, this group is always available, the Strength Train Your Voice group. So keep your eyes peeled as more new things come out. I have a couple new topics that I will be doing videos on in the coming weeks based on some of the questions and great feedback that I got from some people during this challenge. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to see your action item completions in the comments. Have a great rest of your day.